welcome back to the Three Borrachos Show.
Three Borrachos Show.
We only bring meters on this one.
Life's too short to drink that beer.
Cheers to that.
Heyo, welcome back to the Three Borrachos Show. I am your host, Aaron, and with me today,
What's up, y'all? It's your buddy Mike.
Gabalicious.
oh boy. All right. Different episode today, Beerisms. We're going to be talking about them, why we do different things and why we pour it this way. But before that, what's in our glasses? Okay, so I am bringing Parrish back to the table, Ghost Prime. This guy is an all Citra double IPA. It's actually double dry hopped version of the Ghost in the Machine, the flagship from Parrish.
Yep.
Yes, super good. And this guy is just slightly a little bit better, in my opinion. Double dry hopped. And it also has, this version has the YCH301 new form of cryo pelletized hops that they're using. So, man, it is
New hops, man.
good.
New hops, super nerdy name.
4.39 over 6,700 ratings, so pretty good. And I'm super happy. It's in my glass.
Hell yeah.
What you got?
So I'm rocking the Monk Machine again. Atomically Plus.
Ooh, yeah.
So the difference, this is obviously atomically, if you hear that, that's obviously a Wu-Tang tribute to some certain extent. But Monkish Double Imperial IPA, 8.3%. What makes the Atomically Plus different than the Atomically is the Mosaic Lupomax hop. The other one Atomically just has Mosaic. This has Mosaic, Lupomax, Citra, Cryo, and Galaxy. My beer is also rated a 4.39.
Hey!
But only 99 people have checked it in. So this is a freshy boy. Straight out of California, Torrance, 11/05/25. So got here quick. But it's fucking delicious. And I'm drinking it out of my Mega Monk glass, which is doper than anything on the planet, and got the Monkish Decepticon. Can't beat that. Best beer, best glasses. Cheers, Joe.
And that's my Monday glass.
Super
Every
cool.
week, that's my Monday glass. That's such a cool glass, bro.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And I don't have anything in my glass.
Oh, why is that, Mike?
So we're going to talk about this real quick. The beer that's going to go into my glass, though, is Absolute Silence. This is a New Zealand IPA brought to us by Treehouse, 7.5%. And it's hopped with Nelson Waimea and a new hop to us called Allura. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Allura, okay.
4.23 rating across 1,300 check-ins. This one was canned on the 23rd of October, which is coincidentally Pep's birthday. But anyway, before we get into this, when I want to pour a beer, when I want to grab my beer, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. And the reason why I do this is because your beer can settle. Mm-hmm. So all those delicious ingredients and aromas that are in this can, I want to get them mixed up. Mm-hmm. So that way they start flowing before I start pouring.
Especially hazy IPAs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, hazy IPAs, sours, because you want to get those all mixed up. Really anything besides anything that's clear.
Yep.
So while this is all mixing, let's talk about the glass. And I'll caveat this. If you're sitting at home drinking your favorite beer, out of your favorite glass, it doesn't really matter because you're happy.
Yep.
However, if you're trying to match your glass with your beer style, or if you're even at a brewery and you're like, oh, why does my beer come in this style of
Keep
glass?
getting this stupid tulip glass. It looks like a chick's glass.
Yeah. So the tulip style glass is the preferred glass for IPAs.
Yep.
And you'll see all of us have a tulip style glass on the table. And the reason being, this glass will capture the aromas as it's coming off the head of the beer. So that way when you're tasting your beers or drinking your beers, however you want to look at it, you're getting the full experience from that beer. Okay, so tulip style. With my beer, now I want to roll it back and forth a little bit. Again, all I'm doing is whatever has kind of settled or whatever, I'm just getting it kind of moving in the beer.
And that's must highlight that that's been a misstep on the show on more than one occasion.
Go back to episode like 4.
There's
You'll see
been
it happen plenty of times.
a couple hours maybe we missed that step on. So, so I just kind of get into like this kind of standard practice every time I get ready to pour beer. So I will let this sit for a few. We understand, people are opposed to a tall head on a beer. To me, it doesn't matter, but for intents and purposes tonight, we're going to let this one sit for a minute. I'm going to go back and talk about this new hop to us. It's called Allura.
Nice.
It was first produced in 2023, and it has flavors of peach, apricot, sweet melon, and yuzu fruit.
Yuzu.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And so I started looking into this, and I considered, like, hold on, do I need to save this beer and turn this into a hop profile?
Sure.
But as I was digging into it, it went nerd to the nth degree. So before we've talked about the oils and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 62% of the oils in this hop are uncharacterized. And it went into this whole big thing about it. And I was like, I had to pull myself back.
It's
like,
too new.
Whoa, I'm not trying to dig. But anyway, so it is a new hop for us. So
We'll come back to it. Yeah, for
we'll
sure.
see how this one goes.
Allura. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, now when you pour your glass, a lot of times when you're at the restaurant, whatever, they pour your beer at a 45-degree angle the whole way. You really don't want to do that. You want to pour it. You want to start it on the 45-degree angle, and then let it go for a few ounces, and then pour down the middle. And you want to pour aggressive without getting all those glubs out of your can. And you want to let that head build up. That is totally great. That releases all the carbonation from that beer. It releases all the flavors and the aromas. Some beers are going to be headier than others. It has to do with carbonation and all that kind of good stuff. It is the way it is, right? So, which I'm totally good with. So in this case, with this beer, I'm going to let it sit for a minute.
Yeah, and you can sit there and enjoy the aromas while you're waiting for
absolutely.
it, too. So it is already coming off,
Yeah. So this one is a incredible juice bomb, and I'm really excited about it. But for now, we're going to kick this one to the side. Now let's share a beer. All right.
This is like a chef show, right, on PBS, right? Like here in a couple seconds, after Mike talks about this, he's just going to pull a fully baked pie out of the oven. So just wait, folks.
Absolutely. Yeah, but we'll come back to the all that kind of good stuff. But let's start talking about this one right here. So this is a pretty special brew. This is Axes of Foo, brought to us by North Park in collaboration with Fidens.
Oh yeah, boys.
8.5%.
Can't wait.
New England double IPA. Hop with Citra, Strata, and Freestyle Nelson. This one was canned on 3 November. So we're only 2 weeks out from this one. So that's pretty good. This one should come across, and actually, you know what? I won't even tell you that. What I will tell you, though, is that this is a cross between Fiden's Axe and Eugene's Axe.
Eugene's Axe.
Yeah, sorry. Eugene's Axe went vapor locked to the front of the head. Which is a New England IPA, right?
Yep.
It is a staple.
Phenomenal.
Excellent beer. And then the cross is Hop Foo by North Park.
Yep.
Right? Hop Foo at the World Beer Cup of 2022 was a gold medal West Coast IPA.
No way.
Nice.
2024 was a silver. So these guys in this Hop Foo put together just an amazing beer. Now, and I got to read this off. Chinook, Simcoe, Citra, Citra Cryo, Citra Dynaboost, Amarillo, Mosaic Cryo, and Columbus Cryo.
Yeah, I got to say this is like
wow.
Yeah, Chinook. You don't see Chinook in anything but clear, boys.
I mean,
so
this
that
looks
ain't
like
clear.
Still characterized as a New England IPA. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
I'm excited to drink this. This sounds delicious. It's got some peach to the nose for sure.
Wow.
There's a lot of flavors here.
Wow.
Holy bullocks.
Ooh, it is good.
That is freaking ridiculous. Like
Man, okay.
You know how we talked about before? We had a beer before the show, folks. We talked about peach rings.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
mug, this boy right here, has got some peach ring.
So
Where is it coming from?
there is
That
a
is
lot of
good.
stone fruit here.
Very much so.
You literally listed like 6 different West Coast hops, like
So
that are
so
prevalent in West Coast IPAs.
what we should be picking up out of this one, and as soon as I say it, you're gonna chime in. Melon,
Yeah.
mango,
Yeah.
a hint of strawberry.
Yeah. I got it.
Strawberry.
I think so. I think the peach ring and the strawberry, like the sweetness of the peach and the sweetness of the strawberry, could kind of confuse the brain with the taste buds. But it's got some sweetness to it for sure.
What
Okay.
a brew. What a brew.
So that's fantastic. So let's keep on sipping on this one.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
And I'm gonna come
That's
back to this
freaking-
fully baked pie.
Wow.
But you can see, the head's gone down. But
Finish
again,
off, yeah.
I'm just going to keep on pouring it straight down the middle and letting everything go. I will say this is my favorite Black Ninja glass with the Pooh Bear on it. I know I've had it on the show before, but this is, I love this glass.
It's great.
So talking about glasses and when you're drinking beer. If you go and you're out at, I don't know, Texas Roadhouse, right?
Yep.
And they bring you your Modelo and it comes in a chilled mug. Oh, well, whatever,
Yeah.
right? It's not a big event.
Sure.
But typically you don't want to chill your glasses.
Yep.
And so you'll see that craft breweries, and a lot of people who drink craft beer are not going to drink out of chilled glasses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're not going to the craft brewery and getting served.
Right.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
pulling things out of the freezer. Yeah.
The chilled glasses can create ice crystals in the beer, which disrupts the flavor and the aroma, and it can also, numb your taste buds.
Yep.
So, generically speaking, chilled glasses are an out.
Yep.
Right? It kind of, as we talk about the temperatures of the beer, it makes sense, right? If you get a Bud Light and it's chilled in a chilled glass, it's at its temperature. It doesn't matter. You're not getting a lot of flavors out of it, but if you go to these breweries that make beer-flavored beer,
Yeah.
you want to taste beer-flavored beer. And so
absolutely.
you're going to want to have it out of and typically those are served, they're called fluted glasses,
Yeah.
right? And I'm sure Aaron will put up some pics on here for everybody.
You got it.
But the idea of those is to kind of limit the amount of air that gets to the beer,
Mhm.
so that way it kind of keeps them cold.
Yep.
So
And it goes along too with like you drink the Bud Lights, the Miller Lights, the lagers, the Pilsners, whatever. Like it goes along with that temperature you talked about at the beginning of the show when you're talking like just barely above freezing to like that 40-degree mark
Yeah.
for lagers and Pilsners, right? You want it as cold as you can. It's just more refreshing. There's not a lot of taste there with the Pilsners and the lagers anyway, so it's not like you're losing a lot in that.
Right.
But they're meant to be crisp.
They're
though.
very
Yeah,
crisp
yeah.
in that icy flavor in the icy mug and the icy glasses goes along with that. So when you go to Applebee's and drink a shitty Bud Light and it comes in an ice covered glass, like even us beer faves like are
I don't even
chowing
care.
down on our wings, just freaking throwing them down and
Yeah.
drinking Bud Lights. The Bud Light tastes good. Why? It freezes the shit out of your mouth, and
don't
it's
matter.
ice cold and crisp.
There's a boatload of glasses out there, all kinds of different styles,
Absolutely.
of course, right? But generically, we lump beers into a couple categories, right? So IPAs, obviously, on their standalone. When we talk about lagers, right? There's lagers, there's pills, there's hellas, there's blondes, all these, kind of lighter style Belgians and all this kind of.
Yeah.
Those are all their own kind of style as well, and that's where you get that fluted glass. But then you also have some beer that are best served out of steins or mugs, and so that's when you get into your Märtzens and your Oktoberfest and all those kind of good things. The key about those glasses is the thickness of the glass. And so that is what insulates that beer to
Nice.
try to keep it at the appropriate temperature without going warm. And
Because
so,
you're going to be drinking on that thing for a minute.
yeah, and you're supposed to use the handle and not wrap your hands around it, right? Because your hands transfer heat, obviously.
yeah.
And so, so
Was
that's
that convection? No, not convection.
conduction.
Conduction.
It's conduction.
Conduction.
You're listening to the three drunk scientists right now. Yeah.
So,
I used to know that shit.
yeah. So anyway, that's my spiel on pouring your beer in your beer glass. So, but I'll tell you what, this one is tasty.
This thing's freaking mad scientist level good. Like,
Yeah.
who would have thought to mix a freaking badass badass freaking hazy and a badass freaking West Coast, and like,
Yeah.
let's just make a freaking beautiful baby with these two mighty beers.
I
Because
can't
that's what
even
it is. I mean,
understand it. It's so good.
It's fantastic.
it's got the best of both worlds. But like, I think the cool thing about this is, and this is my opinion, like, it's on the Mike said, "Oh, so that means there's something."
Oh
else.
yeah, I always had a
But-
question about that. Yeah,
But I think we're more on the New England IPA side of the house, all three of us. So I
Sure.
would be curious to see what the West Coasty heads would think of this, because I think this is a very good middle ground. If you hate New England's, you might like this one. If you hate Westies, you're probably going to like this as well. But it's really good. Yeah.
So I did get the hop foo on a mixed pack a while ago.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
right,
I
sure.
remember. Yep.
Right. And I think I gave it a 4, maybe a 4.25, probably a 4 though. Because I like a Westie from time to time, but they're not my thing. And so I don't know that I could rate them appropriately.
Right.
I just kind of rate them by my flavor profile. So I'm glad that I've had both those beers
Yeah.
and then their offspring.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot to mention, this is triple dry hopped.
oh,
Yeah.
I
So
think that makes a
the
difference. Yeah.
hops that I read off earlier were the hops that were in hop foo, okay, which twists my brain a little bit because this is an offspring of those of a Westie
Yeah.
and a New England, but this one says that it is hopped with Citra, Crush, and Nectaron. So it's possible that it's not a complete mix-up of hop foo and Eugene's Axe, that it might take, characteristics of them both, some sample amount. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah.
I would imagine
is
it's
a little
I
like
think so.
the ingredient, the secret notebooks of both brewers are making that magic happen with all those, like, okay, hop, and this is just my assumption, right? The hop blend of hop foo and the hop blend of Eugene's Axe, we're going to combine them. It'd be interesting to know what they dry hopped with, versus what was actually in the beer in the actual brew. But
I'm gonna do some more research on this one to check this one out. But I think it is crazy fantastic.
yeah, it's freaking off the wall.
But
Like,
yeah,
it's one of the better beers I've had this year.
absolutely.
As soon as you put Eugene's Axe in really anything, any conversation,
Well, and I think hop foo is one of those, like, we're not Westies, but
No, I know.
we've had it, and it was a pretty fucking good Westie. Like,
I really like that combo.
yeah.
yeah,
Like that-
absolutely.
Because I mean, it is literally the polar opposites for the IPA world,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, I think it works out great. So I'll tell you what, we're ready to rate this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'll kick it off here.
Okay, go ahead.
So again, 4.38, 1,300 ratings. I don't think that gives it justice.
No.
So I'm gonna say 4.71.
Okay.
I'm at a 4.78. And yeah, I don't think it does it justice. I don't think everyone who drinks this is going to know what Eugene's Axe is and what hop foo is, and appreciate the
blend.
this collaboration that
Yeah.
they've done. So yeah, I think it deserves at least 0.5 plus from that global rating. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm
4.78.
going 481 just for the simple fact that, like, when I first drank it, I hate sweet IPAs. Like, I can't stand them. And this one's it is very well done. It's not over the top sweet, but it has that touch of sweet. And it, like, when you say Chinook is a very aggressive, very
Columbus, yeah, all of them.
extremely bitter beer or bitter hop. So 481
are-
all day long, because, dude, I could drink this like watching a football game. I could
All
probably
those
crush
hops
a
are
4-pack
rattled
and be
off.
laying on the floor.
Yeah, those are all part of that
The hop foo.
hop foo.
Okay.
Yep.
Right?
That
So-
makes more sense because
But when you read it up on this beer, it says that it's the combination of both beers.
Yeah.
So it has to have some of that
Eugene's
profile.
Axe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I would
Well-
imagine that. I think they're probably the.
We'll throw it
Homework.
up on the screen.
homework.
Yeah.
but it's fucking good. Go get it if you
Get
can
it.
get it.
Oh my,
Absolutely.
North Park Fidens, yeah,
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
North Park is freaking
Fantastic.
out there, bro. Like, man, they're coming in.
So good.
Coming in hot.
Okay, you guys ready for brew number 2?
Yeah, brew number 2.
All right. Hey, hopefully this is a banger because I brought a banger brewery to the table back. We've done this one a few times, but Borrachos, and this one is called Pandemonious. This is an 8.5 double IPA. 4 hops. Manolita, which is a New Zealand hop, Nectaron as well, Nelson as well, and Citra. So
Okay.
3 New Zealand and a Citra. This is a 4.43 over only 523 ratings. It's probably pretty new this year. And yeah, Borrachos, as you know, liquid spells do it very well.
Mhm.
And yeah, you guys ready to try this?
Yeah, this smells great.
Look at that beautiful beer footage.
Yeah, it smells like a Borrachos.
Cheers, y'all.
It smells like a brew house.
I'm telling you, we
Yep.
could do.
Yeah.
We have to do it. Blind taste tests.
Like the Pepsi, the Coke challenge kind of
Absolutely.
thing.
I'm glad this one warmed.
Mm.
So this one has been out for probably 30 minutes. And so it is definitely warmed. But every time I drink a Borrachos,
Yeah.
they're outstanding beers. They always have a twist to them.
Yes.
So there's something working on this one. So remember we had one, I think the last one we had some honey in it. I think I brought one with honey.
Yep.
Like this was
Well,
episodes
didn't
ago.
we have some at Church Key?
Oh, we had a lot of Church Key.
Church Key, right? Like those are
Yeah.
the Borrachos beers, right? That wasn't it North Park and Borrachos with the honey, or was
Possibly.
was that?
Maybe it was
Am I
mine.
thinking
No,
of
but
wrong brew?
I know we brought one on the show.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
But I mean, this one it tastes really good. It's incredibly smooth, but there's another flavor working in there.
What's the ABV on this one, Aaron?
8.5. So not too strong,
Not too strong, yeah.
which
The
I
it's got a lot of crispiness to the the
it kind of
nose.
does.
You know what I mean?
It's zippy, yeah. I know I remember the one we had it's probably a month ago downstairs and it was really chewy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's there that you
No.
know, it didn't go in that direction, but
I think there's a little bit of a burn.
a little bit. It kind of reminds me. It feels like there is some honey in here for some reason, but I don't know. It's with these New Zealand hops. I'm not sure.
Definitely. And there's a couple of hops that we've never had before, I'm pretty sure. Like when you named them off, there was a couple of question marks that popped over my head.
Yeah, Manolita.
Looney Tunes.
So I know we've had that Manolita.
We've had it before.
But we haven't had it a lot.
No.
Right. Yeah, they're hit or miss. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, Nectaron. We haven't really.
We have nectar.
We're getting
had it.
We're getting more of those.
We haven't studied it a
lately.
lot. Nelson and Citra, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
But Manolita, I think
Nelson. We've never had Nelson.
yeah, weird. Who likes Nelson?
Joking.
Hey, so while we're drinking this one, think about it. Who else has? You got some Beerisms you want to bring here,
Yeah.
Ron?
Yeah, so I really do love this topic, and because we all have our beerisms, right? Like you might have your own, you might have one that sticks with popular opinions and stuff like that. For me, I did list a few here, and you kind of mentioned it before. So yeah, you do want to let the IPAs sit for a while, and when you pour it, yes, you definitely want to let it breathe, because the biggest thing with IPAs, at least, is the aroma. So if you don't get aroma right off the bat, like you're losing half of the IPA battle, because yeah, you can taste it all day long, but like the aroma is what the brewers really try to go after. Like if you're smelling it and tasting it at the same time, it's a different experience.
Right.
So let it breathe, let it get there, get your nose over there, smell it. Don't just let it sit there, and don't let it sit too long, because if you let it sit too long, all the hops are gone. Like it is just like you'll taste some, but you've lost half the experience.
Yeah,
So-
you're going to get a lot of the bitterness
Yeah.
with the oils left over.
So I don't know. Have you ever had a time where you just let it sit too long and you're just like,
Oh, yeah. I've had a really good beer go from really, really good to like, what the shit is this? Yeah, for sure.
I've had a lot of beers I thought were going to be really good, and I've opened them and thought, what the shit is this?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Another beerism for me is, you go in my beer fridge, and if you're new, to our house, our home,
This is always fun to do to Aaron.
you don't just open the fridge and just grab whatever you want
grab it.
from my fridge.
Grab it.
If you see Bud Light, Yingling, and whatever, yeah, go ahead and grab those.
Party favors at the top.
But if you see a tall boy, 16 ounce,
Badass artwork on the can.
that's a no-no. Ask first. So if you're a guest over at someone's house, you have to go and ask, hey, can I have one of these?
Yeah.
Especially if you go in their fridge and they have a beer tier system,
Yeah.
Look out.
I'm starting block. I'm a little bit hammered. I'm all the way hammered. Yeah.
So I sort mine by beers I haven't had, and then doubles or whatever, right? So I try to hit a new beer first. But then if I want to have a second one, I'll grab something I've already had, whatever, right? But those have to be stacked by freshy order, right? So that way you kind of rotate your stock. But talking about going into your fridge, I think the first true beer fridge I had, we were in Japan, and we spent a lot of money on beer.
Lots and lots of money on beer.
So we spend $8 to $10 per can, depending on who we get it from.
And that was 15 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. But yeah.
But when I was in Japan, I was paying $5 a pint, right? And so when I came out of England, just prior to going to Japan, that was when the pint had crossed $2, or then was £2, right? So that was a big event in England. And I got over there, and here I'm paying $5 a beer, and I'm like, I don't care, it's good stuff, we're cool. But on the door of my fridge was Bud Lights or Miller Lights or whatever trash beer. I don't say trash beer, but whatever kind of
crusher beers.
Yeah, crusher beers. And so people would be coming over and hey, can I grab a beer? Yeah, you can get a door beer.
Door beer.
Because don't grab one of my beers. You can get one of them other ones. That,
I got investments in deep in the fridge.
For real.
Those are mine. I'm willing to share, the shop at specials.
Yeah. So don't do that.
Yeah, that might be best friends to maybe not friends at all.
Yeah.
Real quick. For me, so we've seen this a lot in, I won't say we've seen it a lot. To me, seeing it one time is a lot. But when you go to a beer festival, be respectful of the brewers and the time and the effort. Yeah. Please understand too, as craft beer drinkers, there's going to be a beer that you're going to drink and you're going to be like, oh my God, I love this beer. And the next person in line that drinks it, their taste buds are different. They like different things, and it's going to taste like Pine Sol. So just be cognizant of that and be respectful of the brewers and the efforts they put forward. They're not trying to put shitty beers out because that's not profitable.
Yeah.
And that doesn't carry their brand, right? So we've seen it a couple times while we were at Snallygaster. We also saw it a couple times when we were at Field Days at Precarious, which was a little disturbing because it's a smaller crowd. People just pouring the glass right out onto the ground, right in front of the brewer's table. Take a sip and be like, oh, that's not for me, or worse words, and dump it out. That's the most disrespectful thing. That's like calling your kid ugly. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Yeah, they just poured you a beer.
Yes.
And you're going to just dump it right there?
They're smiling and happy, and they're handing you a beer because they worked hard, sweat, blood, and tears into those
18
things.
18 inches from where they just gave you a beer, you're now dumping it out because you decided you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 100%.
Don't do it.
So that's
Cool.
one of my
Walk away.
beerisms.
If it's not for you, walk away.
Yep. And I've never noticed it, but this year was probably one of the worst years that I've ever seen it.
Was bad.
I don't know if it was just the crowds and just the bad luck with us being around, but I seen it at least 5 to 10 times between between Snallygaster, which there's a shitload of beer there. I get it, but walk your ass 20 feet away and dump it out. Like, you don't have to do it right in front of people and right in front of their tent. Like,
So
so
you can also tell them, hey, I don't want a full pour. So normally, you know, you go to an event, you get a 4-ounce glass or whatever, right? You don't have to get all 4 ounces.
Yeah.
You can just
give
say,
me- just give me a
hey,
tip.
give me a little bit so I can taste it.
Yeah.
Right? A mouthful, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to.
But it was to me, it really stood out this year because I noticed it more this year, but it was super disrespectful in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. What about flights? How do you drink your flights whenever you get them?
So drinking your flights, you really need to pay attention to what you order, and you really need to pay attention to the way it's set up on the rack. Usually the breweries are really good.
Yeah.
I would say 99.99% of the time they're going to hook you up with success. But start with the lightest to the darkest, which usually means low ABV to high ABV. Not always.
Yeah.
So be cognizant. You probably should go with a high ABV profile first. Like, hey, high ABVs should be, you know, my last drink. My low ABVs should be my first drink. The darkness of the beer next. For those that drink sours and mix it up, like, hey, I got some IPAs, I got some pastry stouts, and I got some pastry sours. Go with the IPAs, and then go with the stouts. In my opinion, like there's no science to this.
Yeah.
There's science to like doing light to dark and ABV to not ABV because of the burns and the flavor profiles of light beers to dark beers, right?
Right. Yeah.
You don't want a light beer and then lead off with, you know, you get a light beer over here and a super roasty malty beer,
Well,
and you drink the
and it's-
super roasty malty beer first and then drink the light beer, and you're like, I can't even taste this thing.
Right.
Well, no shit, you just drink coffee grounds essentially.
100%. Because when you drink those high ABVs and then you try to roll it back down, like
Yeah.
your taste buds
tastes
have
like
already
water.
exploded.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, look at all these great flavors, whatever. And then you drink like I don't know, like a blonde, and you're like, it tastes like water.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Because your taste buds have already gotten used to. They want that big bang that blonde doesn't deliver. But if you have that blonde out
Yep.
the gate,
Exactly.
oh man, this is a great flavor profile. It's smooth, it's light. I could drink this one all day, and you kind of climb the ladder.
Yeah.
So,
And you want to look at like Pilsners and lagers are going to have less flavor profiles than say your IPAs. So you want to start with the least flavorful beer and go to the most flavorful beer, if that makes sense. And then when you're talking about sours, put your sours in where you want. Like they're going to wreck your palate no matter where you put it, like the beginning, the end, the middle. But it also kind of helps you cleanse your palate. And then obviously what Michelle taught us, cleanse your palate with some water and some
wafers,
some body of Christ wafers. And you'll be able to taste your beers a lot better. But if you get a flight, light to dark, ABV, lowest to highest is a good way to live your life.
And these are the 3 Borrachos recommendations,
Yeah.
right?
There's no science to this. This is just isms.
If you like your dessert before your dinner, then go ahead and do it.
By all means.
Eat it up,
But
dog.
don't get mad whenever, you're at the end of your flight and it's like, oh, I can't taste this.
I will
okay.
be honest though.
Yeah.
So if I'm having a couple of beers and I know that I have an ill will included in this mix, or Zool fruited sour. So if I have a smoothie style sour or a fruited sour lined up somewhere in that mix, I'm saving them jokers for last.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because, like you just said, dessert, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get that flavor explosion. And if you try to follow those up, whatever you put on deck after those, get no justice.
Lame-o.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
I think in our, combined experiences, that flavor on the end.
And I think to be honest with you, I can't count, like when I first started drinking beers, I used to get a bunch of flights and just try different beers, right?
Right.
I'm at the point now where I just get the smallest pour. If I want to drink a bunch of different beers, get the smallest pour, don't get a flight. Just because You want to enjoy it. You want to be able to savor and really get those characteristics of that beer if that's what you're into. And a flight just kind of, I feel like it's like Jeopardy, man. You're just
I know.
trying to
It is,
freaking
yeah.
bang, bang, bang,
That's
bang.
usually
bang.
what you're trying to do. Yeah.
I mean, I know what I go after in a
Yeah.
brewery, and I'll say like if they have a heavy IPA lineup, I may get a flight of like 4,
Yep.
so I could pick the one
That
right
you're
and
sipping
be like,
on.
okay, this one.
Yep, yep.
So that way I get the full pour
Right.
out of the one I want, just so I can differentiate. Because if there's 6 rated IPAs on there, you might guess wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you're going prolonged flight, if you're at a beer fest, you might use a sour or a stout to break up all those IPAs. And
Break
we
up
have
the
done that
craziness.
Absolutely.
every
Absolutely.
time. It's like we have 100 IPAs listed out that we want to try. And it's like,
We did
Your
it at Snally.
yeah, your taste buds are going to straight up burn.
It starts
So-
to blend into all together.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes the same as the last one. Yeah, no shit, because you've had 6 freaking hazy
Yeah,
IPAs
yeah.
in a row.
So do what you want.
It just tastes like Citra.
Do what you want. Hey, we're here for you guys. But yeah, I would say, go follow the recommendations here. But if you have other options, let us know.
Yep.
All right, you guys want to rate this guy?
Yeah. You want to start us off?
Yeah, let's go for it. So, Borrachos, solid brewery. I think every time I've had a Borrachos, I don't remember rating anything Borrachos below a 4.5. I think these guys do it well. This one specifically, for the 3 New Zealand hops that it had in it, it didn't hit me the same way I was expecting. I'm going to give it a 4.55.
Okay. I'm going to go 4.45. Really good, really easy drinking. Just nothing. I mean, it is a fantastic beer. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know if it's over the moon stellar.
Yeah.
It's very
Yep.
good, and I could
It's very good.
crush them, probably with regret. But like, they're very good beers. It's a very good beer. Yeah, for sure.
I've never been disappointed by a Borrachos.
Yeah.
Really not.
So to your point, 100%. I am at a 4.40.
Okay.
There's something different with this one,
Yeah.
right? It's still a wonderful beer. Based on your comment, I was thinking to myself real quick, like, how awesome would it be to be local, and you could just pull up and have a fridge full of Borrachos?
Oh, dude. I mean, I think the thing that also probably warps my, and I'm sure you too, Mike, like the last couple of Borrachos that we've had were very chewy and very
Yeah.
saturated with hops. So this one is on the lighter side, which I enjoy.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a
Agreed.
totally. I like Borrachos' lineup, man, because their Westies they put out banging.
Yes.
And they're on the
So-
West Coast, right? And then they bring out these New Englands.
We've
Like,
had them.
I want to try a stout from them because I bet you their stouts are just.
Ooh. Good call.
Do they make stouts?
I'm sure they did. They
I,
have to.
I would imagine so, but I haven't seen them. But if they do, I bet you.
Because I know we've had a
expensive.
couple
I
of
bet
their
you they're
Westies.
expensive.
Yeah.
And I know
I bet
we've
you
had
it's been-
several
The Westies are stellar.
the hazies. Yeah.
I mean, they're.
I've never
we're
been
not.
disappointed.
We're not
Like-
Westy dudes, and they're fantastic.
Smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, thanks, Borrachos. Thank you, North Park Fidens. You guys are Monkish. Everyone.
Treehouse.
Treehouse.
Fidens. I already said Fidens,
I mean, dude,
but I'm going to say
that's like
Fidens
the-
3 more
that's like
times.
The holy grails of beer.
Parish.
For
Yeah.
Yep.
east to west.
I love this show. This is great.
Here's Hamburg.
Oh, yeah, but still,
Hey,
like this
We're
is
all pretty.
this is what we do.
good.
This is what we love.
do.
So
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah.
Hey,
We had some high ABVs.
you guys got any closing comments before we close?
This is the third time we try to make this show.
Come on, you're gonna let them out. You're gonna let them all know that.
Oh yeah, cat out the bag.
Hey.
Right? So first episode didn't go as planned. We voted for a redo. Second episode, my phone shut off, and don't know why.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that we finally made it through this episode. I love sitting here talking about beerisms and like how we do things and why we do the things that we do. I think it's wonderful, and so That's what we do.
share the lessons learned that we've
For sure.
navigated through, right? Great show, great beers, great friends. The big thing for me is like right now we just had Veterans Day over a week ago. But Precarious, if you're in Virginia, Precarious has got the combat kittens on the shelves at pretty much anybody that sells good beer. Kroger, Early Birds, Total Wine. So if you're in the Virginia area, go grab a 4-pack of it. It's a very good drink. It also supports the Special Operations Warrior Foundation, which gives kids from Gold Star veterans families educational benefits and opportunities, and also to Medal of Honor recipients, kids. So very near and dear to our hearts. We're all veterans. Aaron's still serving, so go check them out. Go buy a 4-pack. It's really good. Plus, it's got a badass freaking can art on it.
That's cool.
If you've had Kung Fu Kittens, it's a different blend of Kung Fu Kittens. It's got a different label on the can. It's got an OCP helmet and some night vision goggles on the cat.
Yep.
So pretty dope can. So go check it out. Go pick it up because it's delicious, and it goes to what the proceeds go to a good cause. So.
Absolutely. Yes. And for me, I really want to give a special shout out to Ill Will. I know we do it often on the show just for the beer alone, but really these guys are collaborating with us on Instagram, and they're getting us more followers, and you guys are just great. We met you at Snallygaster, and we hope to do big things with you in the future, which I think we will.
We will, yeah.
So, we're really appreciative of the opportunity to collaborate with you, and thank you so much.
And they got a release coming up.
Oh, they have so many
monster release like
So
that Taylor
many.
Swift like.
They had one, and then Taylor Swift's rumored on deck. So,
And then they got some badass freaking IPAs coming out too. So.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Thanks for all your support, and thank you for watching. And please follow us. We love you.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends, and your friends' friends' friends.
We love you long time.
Love you long time.
And I think you guys get the point, but we gotta say it. So
Life's too short to drink bad beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Have a great night. I've got red, and I've got
the
3
red guy.
seconds.
I'm rolling, yeah.
Weird. Okay. All right. Take 2.
I even did the fucking.
Yeah, you did. That was pretty hot.
I'm gonna
Do it again. Yeah, you have to. 3, 2. Heyo, welcome back to the 3 Borrachos Show.